submit. Like Yasoda Suthar, no assignment has been sent by you. Yasoda Suthar, Srishti Meena, all these children have not sent any assignments. Okay, so please send them. So very good morning to everyone. Children, yesterday we were studying about the deforestation and its causes and consequences. So yesterday we had seen causes of deforestation. Forests are cut for developmental activities like construction of roads, buildings, for obtaining wood from forests, obtaining timber wood for fuels also, and also forests are cleared in order to increase the agricultural land so that we can get more crops to fulfill the food requirements of ever-growing population. And then in the discussion we have found that it is the increase in population that is the root cause of many other problems. Okay? We have seen or not? Then we talked about the consequences of deforestation. Consequences of deforestation means what are the harmful effects of deforestation. The very first is that when forests will be cut, then there will be increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because plants absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis and they release oxygen. Thus they purify the air. They reduce the content of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and increase the content of oxygen in the atmosphere. Okay, children? Second, the roots of plants, they hold the soil and thus they prevent soil erosion. But if the plants are cut, there will be no roots of plants and hence the topmost layer of the soil, which is supposed to be, which is the fertile-most layer of the soil, that will be eroded with flowing water or high-speed wind. Thus, the land will lose its fertility and ultimately a time will come that the land will not be able to grow any kind of vegetation and the land will be ultimately converted into a desert. This is called desertification. Okay, then we have seen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we had discussed all these things or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now today we will see how can we conserve our forests and wildlife. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Forest and wildlife. Conservation of forest and wildlife. See, now we have realized the importance of forest and wildlife. Wildlife means the animals that live in the forest. One more thing, one consequence of deforestation, please note down, children, that forests act as the habitats of many animals. Many animals. Forests are the habitats of many animals. When forests are cut on a large scale, what will happen? The animals will lose their houses, will lose their habitats. उनके घर बर्बाद हो जाएंगे, वो उनको घर रहने की जगह नहीं बचेगी. So due to that, what happens? These animals, they migrate to cities and towns that you might have seen. Please note down this thing. All of you, please note down. Okay. All of you, please note down. Note करो कि नहीं?
Sir, please repeat one more time.
Yeah, I am repeating. See, when the forests are cut on a large scale, animals living in the forest, they will lose their habitats, and hence they will migrate to towns and cities, which poses a threat to the existence of human beings. You might have seen that somewhere you can see leopards or tigers moving on the roads of the cities and towns. They attack people and thus they cause the death of many people. Have you ever seen in news? You might have seen.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes, sir.
why it is so? Because they are not their habitat is destructed by cutting off large number of trees, forests. Because for in the forest they live, and when their habitats are damaged or destructed, they tend to migrate in towns and cities in in search of shelter and food. In search of shelter and food. Okay, children, have you noted?
Yes, sir.
Now, conservation of forest and life. Wonder. Forests and wildlife can be protected. Can be protected in two ways. In two ways. Okay. First is ex situ conservation. Ex situ conservation, and the other one is in situ conservation. In situ conservation. अब आप देखिए ये क्या होती है दोनों चीजें. Ex situ conservation means animals and plants are being protected or conserved in a place different from the place of their origin. In a place different from their origin. यानी जहां पे वो पाए जाते हैं उधर से वो ट्रांसपोर्ट करके दूसरी जगह ले जाते हैं और वहां पे उनको प्रोटेक्ट किया जाता है. जैसे वाइल्ड एनिमल्स आर प्रोटेक्टेड इन zoos. Zoo. Have you visited any zoo? Have you ever visited any zoo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is there in the zoo? Animals are protected in the zoo. But is there natural habitat over there?
No, sir.
They are
No,
not
sir.
protected in their natural habitat. They are protected at a place which is not the natural habitat of their own. Okay, so we will write down conservation of plants and animals. Conservation of plants and animals. Plants and animals. Animals at a place other than their natural habitat, other than their natural habitat. For example, zoo, botanical garden, herbarium, etc. Herbarium, etc. Okay, herbarium is a place where different types of plants and their seeds are protected. Okay, and botanical garden, you know, the plants are protected over there. Okay, children, this is ex situ. Ex situ में क्या है? Animals and plants, they are brought from their natural habitat and they are protected somewhere else. So do animals and plants feel free in ex situ conservation?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, because listen, any living organism, if it is allowed to live in its own natural environment, then they will feel free. आजादी सभी को पसंद है कि नहीं? आजादी सभी को पसंद है कि नहीं?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose, listen, suppose you are you are kept in a closed room and you are provided with nice food, nice clothes and everything, but you are not allowed to go out of the room. Will you be comfortable with that? Will you be comfortable?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. So similarly, the animals and plants, they feel free in their natural habitat. And what is their natural habitat? It is the forest. It is the forest where they feel free to live in. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, second is in situ conservation. In situ conservation. In situ conservation में the animals and plants are protected in their natural habitat itself, in their natural habitat itself. How they are protected? See, the the area is marked. Area is marked that no human activity is allowed over there. Animals and plants are protected. There is prohibition of hunting. There is prohibition of cutting of trees in that area. Such areas are called protected natural reserves. Protected natural reserves. Okay. In these areas, natural landscapes are there, mountains are there, rivers are there, valleys are there. So animals and plants they grow naturally in their habitats. Grow naturally in their habitats. They are not displaced from their habitat. Understand? So in situ conservation, the wildlife and plants and animals are protected at a place where they are naturally found. Where they are naturally found. So which method of conservation is better? Ex situ or in situ?
In situ
In situ.
conservation.
Very good. Right now. Conservation of
Sir,
yes. Yes, Shubham.
sir, sir, biosphere reserve come into ex situ conservation or in situ conservation?
In situ. Very soon we will discuss the different types of in situ conservation. That is wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, and biosphere reserves. We will soon after this topic we will take up that topic only. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes, Kushali, Karishma, yes. What do you want to ask?
sir, what is herbarium?
Herbarium is a place where saplings of plants are kept. Different varieties, different species of plants are kept.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है? Conservation of plants and animals, plants and animals, conservation of plants and animals in their natural habitat, in their natural habitat, in their natural habitat. Okay? Large areas, large area of land is marked as protected areas, as protected area where where hunting, hunting and fishing, etc. are prohibited. Are prohibited. Okay? Such areas may be as large as as maybe as large as they contain. They may have. They may. They may include rivers, valleys, rivers, valleys, mountains, etc. This- These areas, these areas are rich in biodiversity. Rich in biodiversity. Now this is the term biodiversity. जहाँ पे बहुत सारे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एनिमल्स हो और डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्लांट्स हो, ओके, उसको कहते हैं बायोडाइवर्स. बायोडाइवर्सिटी मींस, प्लीज पे अटेंशन, बायोडाइवर्सिटी मींस diversity in living organisms. Diversity in living organisms. That means there are different species found. For example, lion, tiger, elephant, jackal, wolf. Many species of plants and animals are found. Such areas are called the biodiverse. Okay. Biodiversity means diversity in living organisms. Diversity in living organisms means variety of animals and plants found in an area. That area is called biodiverse. Okay. Any problem?
No problem.
Shall I run the board now?
Yes, sir, complete.
Yes, sir.
Very good. अब बायोडाइवर्सिटी टर्म का मतलब लिख देते हैं हम लोग. मतलब समझे हो ना, बायो मीन्स लाइफ, डाइवर्सिटी मीन्स वेरिएशन, या डाइवर मीन्स वेरिएशन मीन्स वैरायटी ऑफ लाइफ, वैरायटी ऑफ लाइफ, डाइवर्सिटी. बायोडाइवर्सिटी, बायोडाइवर्सिटी, बायो means life, diversity means variety, diversity means variety. Okay, so biodiversity means diversity means different types of animals and plants in an area. Now listen, what is meant by different types of plants and animals? Let us discuss. Suppose there is an area. Please pay attention. Area A and this is area B. Please pay attention. This is area B. Okay. अब यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे है 50 human beings. 50 human beings है. Okay. पूरे 50 ह्यूमन बींग्स है और यहाँ पे 10 लॉयल है, 5 जैकॉल है और 50 वुल्फ है और 10 डियर है और 10 ग्रास हॉपर है. इधर कितने हो गए? 10, 50, 50, 30, 40, 50 और यहाँ पे 50. ठीक है. अब ये बताओ कौन सा एरिया ज्यादा बायोडाइवर्स है? कौन सा एरिया ज्यादा बायोडाइवर्स है? यस,
Area B. Area B.
Why area B is more biodiverse?
Because there are more
Because
variety
it
of
has-
animals.
Yeah, there is although the number of individuals is same. Please pay attention. Number of individuals is same. 50 human beings है यहाँ पे, सिर्फ और सिर्फ 50 human beings है और यहाँ पे भी 50 नंबर 15 है, लेकिन वैरायटी कितनी है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different types of species are there. Are you able to understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is why I have given this example that area B is more biodiverse than area A, because in area B there are different types of animals. There are different types of animals. On the other hand, in area A, only one kind of animal is there, that is human beings. Okay? That
So we
all.
have to draw.
Now you understand or not? But
Understood, sir, but we have to draw.
yeah, you have to draw. Area B is more biodiverse, biodiverse as it has it has one, two, three, four, five varieties of animals living there. Whereas whereas in area A, only one kind of animal, that is human beings are living. Humans are living. ठीक है? ये आप समझ में आ गया ना बायोडाइवर्सिटी का मतलब? बायोडाइवर्सिटी का मतलब समझ में आया कि नहीं?
Understood.
Have you noted this?
So please wait.
Yes. Waiting.
Oh, sir.
Please note down, everyone. Note down, children. So those children who are not attending the classes, please attend. Please ask your friends to attend online classes regularly. Okay. Now shall I rub the board? Shall I rub?
Please
Yes,
do not
sir.
rub last time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
अब बात आती है, हम उसकी बात अभी करेंगे। अभी जो बात रह रही ना वो वाली इन सिटू कंजर्वेशन में बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व, नेशनल पार्क, वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज को हम लोग अभी देखेंगे, लेकिन जो बेसिक चीजें वो अभी हम लोग देख रहे हैं, ठीक है ना? फ्लोरा एंड फाउना, हैव यू हर्ड दीस टर्म्स और नॉट? फ्लोरा एंड फाउना.
Yes, sir.
What is flora and fauna?
Yes, sir.
What is flora and
Plants and
fauna?
Flora and
animals.
fauna are plants and animals.
Very good. Flora is the plant population of an area. It is called flora, and animal population of an area is called fauna. Do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Flora and fauna. Flora. Flora. The plant population of an area. The plant population of an area. Population of an area is called, plant population of an area is called fauna. Sorry, flora. Flora. For example,
Animal population is called
name please, mango trees, sal trees, eucalyptus trees, etc. Okay? जो वहां पे प्लांट पॉपुलेशन होगी ना, उसको क्या बोलेंगे? What is that called? Flora. क्या बोलेंगे? Flora. Okay?
Flora.
Then there is fauna.
animal
Fauna.
population of an area.
Animal population. The animal population of an area. Animal population of an area. Population of an area. Area is called fauna. Is called fauna. For example, human beings, frogs, dogs, cats, cows, etc. Okay. So flora means plant population and fauna means animal population. Okay.
Okay,
Any
sir.
problem in this? Any problem in this?
No, sir.
Now let us come to a very important concept, that is species. You know what is a species? Species.
Yes, sir.
What is a species? Tell me.
Sir, the different varieties of a same animal is known as species.
Can you elaborate this? Can you elaborate more?
More than one species, like owl butterflies and the bag eyes butterflies.
Okay. Anybody else who can
Yes,
define
sir.
species?
A group of plants or animals that are all the same and that can be breed together.
Very good. Very good. देखो ध्यान से. See, such members is. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you able to hear
Yes,
properly?
sir.
See.
Yes, sir.
Now listen carefully. I am going to define species. Please listen. Such members, whether they are plants or animals, such members which are similar externally यानी morphologically, if they are similar, एक जैसे दिखते हैं, and they are able to interbreed, they are able to interbreed and are able to produce fertile offsprings, then they are said to be belonging to same species. Then they are said to be belonging to same species. बात समझ में आई कि नहीं आई? आई कि नहीं? नहीं आई.
Yes, sir.
आई?
Understood.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
रेहान खान क्या क्या बात समझ में आई बताओ बेटा. रेहान खान, आई एम आस्किंग यू. रेहान खान,
Sir, what?
Rehan Khan, please tell me what have you understood about species? चलो कोई बात नहीं. तेजस, will you tell? Tejas Chaudhary, will you tell? Okay, Yashoda Sudhar is asking me to repeat the definition of species. Once again, I am repeating. See, such members of a population, suppose देखो एक जगह में, इस एक एरिया में, there may be cats, there may be dogs, there may be cows, there may be buffaloes, there may be human beings. ठीक है कि नहीं? But when you look at them, please pay attention. When you look at them, cats, when you look at different cats, they look similar. They look similar or not? When you look at the dogs,
Yes, sir.
they will also look similar, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And when they interbreed, please pay attention. When they interbreed, cats can interbreed with cats only. When cats interbreed among themselves, they produce kittens. The young one of cats is known as kittens. Do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, dogs can interbreed with dogs only. Dogs can interbreed with dogs only, and they will produce puppy.
Sir,
They will produce puppy. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, humans can produce an infant. Understand? So, human beings, cats, and dogs, they are different species. They are different species. Have you understood this now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, can dogs interbreed with cat?
No, sir.
No.
No. That means they are not members of the same species. They belong to different species. They belong to different species. Understood now? I think now the definition of species is quite clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Yes.
Please
Yes, sir.
note down definition of species. स्पीशीज की definition हम लोग नोट कर लेते हैं. Write down. Such members of a given population which look which are morphologically morphologically similar morphologically similar appearance यानी appearance आप देखते हो ना बिल्लियों से सिमिलरिटी होती है and dogs they appear similar to dogs only. Dogs do not appear similar to humans, do they?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir. No.
So such members of a given population which are morphologically similar and are able to and are able to produce fertile offspring upon interbreeding are said to be belonging to same species same species. Have you understood the definition? Such members of a given population which are morphologically similar, appearance में similar है and are able to produce fertile offspring upon interbreeding are said to be belonging to same species. बात समझ में आई?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
For
Yes, sir.
example, two cats, male and female, male and female. Who's making this noise? Two cats, male and female, appear similar externally, and produce fertile offspring upon interbreeding. So these these cats, male and female, belong to same species. बात आई समझ में कि नहीं आई? बेटा बात आ रही समझ में कि नहीं आई ये बताओ मेरे को.
Understood, sir.
Understood now? Very well you have understood now. Very have understood or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, understood.
Have you noted this?
Yes, sir, noted.
Noted. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Share it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
One more thing I want to add in this. Now, depending upon the area where species are found, they are of two categories. Basically, species, depending upon the area where they are found, they are of two categories. One is endemic species and the other is cosmopolitan species. ठीक है ना? species पहले लिख लो. Endemic species. Species की definition तो clear हुई कि नहीं हुई ये बताओ. Is the definition of species clear to everyone?
Clear, sir.
Okay, now endemic species. Now, see children, there are some plants or animals which are found only in certain areas. They are restricted in certain areas. Such species, whether they are of plants or animals, are called endemic species. क्या बोलते हैं इनको? Endemic species. Okay. Can you give one or more examples of endemic species? Okay, right. Such species which are exclusively found, found in a particular area, in a particular area, in a particular area, are called endemic species. Endemic species. Now see, I will give you one example that you will realize that many of you might be knowing about that. Have you heard the name of Gir forest in Gujarat?
Yes, sir.
What is famous? What is famous? What is the species that is found in Gir forest in Gujarat?
Lions.
Lion.
Yeah, wild Asiatic lion. Wild Asiatic lion is the species of lion which is endemic to Gir forest, Gujarat. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For example, wild Asiatic lion, wild Asiatic lion, is exclusively found in exclusively found in Gir forest, Gujarat. Gir forest, Gujarat. Very good. Can you name some other species which are endemic? Yes.
Sir, kangaroos in Australia.
Very good. Kangaroos. Very good. Kangaroos are exclusively found in Australia. Okay. Very good. Can you name some more?
Sir, kiwi in New Zealand.
Okay. Very good. Kiwi in New Zealand or
Sir,
Sir,
cyclone.
tigers in Ranthambore.
what?
Sir, tigers in Ranthambore.
Okay. Very good. Now, can you name some more some plant species which are endemic to a certain region? Okay, think about it, and then tomorrow we will discuss about that. Okay, endemic species of plants and animals. Okay,
So please cite.
tomorrow you have to find some more endemic species of plants and animals. Okay, and tomorrow we will discuss about the in situ conservation methods. That is wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, and biosphere reserves. Okay, children.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is your work for today? your work for today is to find out the endemic species and the places where they are found of plants and animals. ठीक है, both you have to find. Okay, children.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I'm ending up the session. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
Okay, keep